Kit Kats Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler book review on Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. Now this book, it's been out for a few years. It was also made into a Netflix movie. I watched the movie before reading the book and I actually quite enjoyed the movie, and then when I listened to this book on audiobook I actually really liked it as well, and I found that it was actually kind of very close to the film, so I don't know why it's not getting as much buzz as it should really, but I enjoyed both of them really. So yeah, I definitely recommend the audiobook of this because the girl that narrates it, she did an absolutely fantastic job of it. She does the voices really well. She changes her voices for like each character, and I think that's really good. A bit like sort of like what Stephen Fry does with Harry Potter, so I really liked that to it because you can definitely tell who's saying what, and she really dramatizes it well, that when like a lot of action is happening her voice changes with the tempo. So I found that I enjoyed this a lot more like listening to it with an audiobook than maybe I would have done like reading it on my own. However, I really just enjoyed the whole story of this book, and I never actually used to watch movies or TV shows before reading the book, but I found that it didn't really spoil it because some book to movie or book to TV adaptations are very different. Even though I kind of knew like what mainly happened, I didn't feel like really bad about it, so I thought that was really good. So for those of you that don't know, this is a story that is about Sam. She is one of the popular girls at school. All of these events just happen on one day where she goes through school, she's mean to some people, and then they go to this party of this friend that she used to be best friends with, like when they were a lot younger, and she treats him like crap, and then there's this girl and she's bullied, and then she runs off, and then they go in this car and then they crash. And then since then Sam starts the same day, she wakes up the same day, and she's just like, hang on a minute, she lives the same day over and over again. And obviously the second time she's like, hang on a minute, it's a bit like deja vu, it's a bit weird. But by the third day she's sort of clocked like, hang on a minute. Like she starts to sort of not really care at first, like, you know what, if I'm living the same day, why should I give a shit about everything? And then after that she sort of thinks, maybe I need to do something different, and then she starts to sort of develop as a character. And that's what I liked about this book. As she went through the days, you could see how she was changing to a different person, and I really sort of liked that aspect to it. Sam was a horrible person from the beginning, like she was a bitch, and just how she changes in the end and how this book ended as well, it sort of ended really sort of nicely in a bittersweet sort of way. And if you've read it then you'll understand, or if you've seen the movie then you'll understand like how it ends, but I don't want to spoil anybody on it. I really liked it. That's all I can really sort of say on the synopsis of this book. The chapters are told by days, so they're quite long, but there's like little mini segments of each chapter that are like titled in paragraphs, for example, where it begins. It's a story about like, you know, what if you had to live your last day, how would you live it differently, and that sort of thing. And this is just one of those books that's just gonna have like a message that comes across. This is one of those books that will stick with you, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I love those books that it'll give you like a little message at the end that you sort of think about. You're like, ah. Now this book, it kind of reminds me of A Week of Mondays, which is right here. It's by Jessica Brody, and that's about a girl that lives her Monday every day, and so they're both like very similar in that sort of aspect. I both enjoy them in different ways. I thought this was a really great book. I liked how it was written. I'm definitely going to be reading a lot more of Lauren Oliver's other books. I have read Replica by her. It's a very different sort of story, but I haven't read Delirium, that trilogy, and I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, so I'm not sure, but I would also like to give it a try because I do actually own the trilogy. Definitely after reading this and Replica, they're both very different, but I really enjoy both. I definitely recommend this book for anybody to give a read if you really like your contemporaries. So I'm going to rate this book 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I just didn't see any flaws with this book at all. I just absolutely loved it. It got me in the feels, and I wanted to read this book all the time. I think I read it within like 2 days. So there you have it guys, that is the end of my non-spoiler book review on Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. I hope you do pick it up and give it a read, or if you have read this, do let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this book. Thank you very much for watching my video. As always, give me a thumbs up up if you have enjoyed it. And I upload videos all the time, so if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe. That will make my whole world so much. But I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!